We're going to move right on into the issues. Our next question tonight comes from the audience from Nikki Bowman.
A question for Penny Wong. Penny, why then, if you're so committed to climate change, why is the government seeking to abrogate its electoral mandate and its leadership responsibility to a citizens' assembly? And what is it that you expect these citizens to tell you that the IPCC and Ross Garnaut and Tim Flannery have not?
The Citizens' Assembly is one aspect of what we want to do, and it's important to remember what it's for. It's in the context. I can understand your question if you thought all we were saying was they can talk about it and we'll listen to them, and if they decide that's great. But that's not what Julia said.
And to answer my question, can the Citizens' Assembly tell you the policy is wrong and ask you to ditch it? From Tom Switzer, because I think it's true to say you are rather sceptical.
Well, we can get onto that later, but the key point here, I think, when it comes to Penny Wong in answering your question, and now we'll come at it from different perspectives, but I've always believed that politics is ultimately a battle of ideas. And say what you like about Paul Keating or John Howard, they obviously looked at the political landscape from a completely different perspective, but they were conviction warriors. And this point is made very well by Paul Kelly in his excellent book, The March of Patriots. They're conviction warriors. And to succeed in politics, you not only need superior ideas, you need to make those ideas in a convincing and compelling manner. The problem with this lot in the Labor Party is they ran this scare campaign for 2 whole years, saying that delay was denial, that people like Brendan Nelson and Nick Mitchin and Barnaby Joyce were deniers and radicals and extremists, and that they must sign up to the climate change legislation by 3:30 on a certain Friday afternoon, or else double disillusion. But when Tony Abbott called their bluff, what do? They went to water. They lacked leadership, gutless, weak and hypocritical.
Okay.
The Citizens' Assembly is just an excuse. It's really Julia Gillard not demonstrating leadership. This Citizens' Assembly is just a cop-out. It's a way of saying, regardless if we've got the numbers, we're not going to do it. And this is the basis on which she actually persuaded Kevin Rudd to dump a carbon price, and now is saying she won't do it herself until after 2013.